wood turners, I'm Captain Eddie Castle and welcome to my shop. I'm in the middle of turning a couple of Freedom pens. Freedom pens, because our troops are counting on us. Got a little piece of desert ironwood. One of you guys sent me a box full. He's a PFC, a specialist first class now, okay? He sent me a box full of desert ironwood scraps. Scraps because desert ironwood weighs like a ton, and that's all. He put it in a box and sent it to me. Real nice deal. I've got some other great deals too from wood, from guys that sent them on and said, hey Cap, I want you to try this or try that. I'm always up to it. I'll turn something for you. Right now I've got that piece in there and I put one coat of super glue on it for a finish. Use one of those buffing pads that Vince Welsh has. This is 1000 grit. And I knocked the high points off of the super glue before I put the second coat on. Feel it? Oh yeah, it feels really good. And you know the deal. A rag never comes to my lathe. Unless of course I'm wearing it. And you guys thinking I need to buy one of my own smocks? You're right. But management won't allow it right now. Alright, one more coat. Oh! Mistake. That's going to cost me. And I got to wait for that to set up and then I got to knock it back off again. Yep, I backed up and let it make contact. So, let me recover from that. Let me tell you a little bit more about Freedom pens. Oh, that happens about 1 in 50. It's when I'm talking to you and I get busy and I don't pay attention. The tissue will come back and stick on it. You let it sit all the way. And then about 220 or 320 grit and knock it back off. And you got to start with the finish on that one again. And a little bit of lint went to the other one. So you knock them both down a little bit and you'll start up again. No big deal. We can recover. We can recover from just about anything. Let me tell you about Freedom pens. That's the important thing. That's why I'm here. I just was told that Freedom pens is up to what? Hold on. Note coming in from Fearless Leader right now. Hold on. Yep, here it is. Freedom pens is up to 144,000 pens that they're turned for. That's right, 144 and 3 zeros plus that they've turned for our troops. Freedom pens. Yeah, and you can too. If you want to turn pens for our troops, you're more than welcome to get involved. Now, if you don't belong to a wood turning club and you want to turn, all you got to do is drop me a note. Let me put the address right here, Eddie Castle at Cox.net, and tell me you want to become part of Team Blackhawk. Sarge Joe Kelly gets in touch with you. You make a little deal. He sends you the kits. The kits are below what you can buy them elsewhere. Provide the wood. We like wood from where you live at. And then we tell you how to label them, put a card in them to the troops. Put your greetings on there. Tell them something nice. Tell them you support them. You're behind them. And then we send the pens on to the troops. That's how it is. Now, if you belong to a wood turning club and your club wants to get involved in Freedom pens, we got to wait for you to do that too. Again, you send me the details to, but it's right here. Right here. Send the details to this address. And I'll get the Sarge in touch with your whole club, and then your club becomes Freedom pen turners. That's right. I mean, I belong to the Bayou Wood Turners. I think we've done 1,000 and 3,000, 2,000. We've probably done 10,000 pens. We've turned 13% of all that's been turned in the nation. We're a little dinky club down south. Yeah. Down Bayou Wood Turners. Yeah. 13%. What about you? Okay? Now, enough about Freedom pens. Well, really not enough. I want to finish this pen up, and then I'm going to chuck up another one and show you a way to turn one to answer one of your questions that you send me. So, I'm going to fix this and then chuck one up. Just let me fix it, okay? All right. So, you know what I'm doing. I got some 220 paper from Vince Welsh. Quickly knock the fuzz off. Now, I pretty much put marks in it and lines in it and brought it down to scratches that are at 220. So I'll go through and do the whole thing. You got it? Okay, you got it. Then I'll get my 320. That's my 320 paper. Uniformly get it all down to the same degree of finish again. I forget where you're standing at sometimes, okay? So I tend to put my hands or fingers, arms, or head, my bald spot in your way. .400. Clean the grit off from the one before. 400 cuts nice at the speed. Remember, sandpaper cuts best at a slower speed. You tend not to burn whatever you're sanding into the paper. You allow it to cut and drop. If you harp on a spot too long, it won't drop, and you will tend to burn the paper. That's at 400. Now, this is how I get at it. This is management's toothbrush here. These are 4 in a pack at the dollar store for $1. Not necessarily what I'd use to brush my teeth, but they work pretty good for cleaning up things around the shop, and it's worth the trip. Okay, now let me back you up a little bit, huh? All right, now, okay. That work? All right, arm under, over, 1 drop. There we go. 1 drop. There we go. I'm not going to go back over the top of it this time. That was 2 sheets of toilet tissue. I used the good stuff, Charmin. Actually, I used the cheapest thing I can find at Sam's on discount. I just keep an old Charmin wrapper hanging around in case management asks, "What kind of paper did you buy this month?" You whip out the Charmin wrapper and say, "Honey, only the best." Oh, come on, you've done that. Don't go, "Oh, that's so terrible." Let me tell you the question I get more often than not is, "Cap, how would you turn a pen using carbide tools?" Well, here it is straight up. You might not like it. It's not my carbide tool. That's a 3/4 roughing gouge. Got it? My speed, maximum RPMs. 3,300 RPMs. Why? Because you have less brisance on a piece. And why pussyfoot around? Now, it's round. That, I'll lower my tool rest a little bit. I want this tool to attack the wood at center or below. What is this? It's an R2 cutter. If you cut above the rest, you won't get as good as finish. So you want to be center or below. Like this. A little bit fatter arc on the top one than the bottom one. A little fine tuning on it. That's it. This will probably change the way I do pens and take my 6-minute pen down to about 5. Let's go in here. 180 grit. I brought the speed down 1/3. I'm at under 1,000 RPMs. Probably close at about 700. Oh yeah, while I'm doing this and you're watching, see how I let the fines drop off by moving the paper? While you're watching, I'll explain why I put the wax on and then I take it to a buffer, because this time I'm buffing everything this way. When I take it to my buffer, I'll let my buffer go across it on an angle this way, and I'll eliminate the swirls that show up in wax. I use a Beal. It's my 220 paper. My 320. I need to put this one in my pocket, take it inside and get it washed tonight. I can still get another life out of this piece of paper. Yeah, that's what I do. Put it in the jacket pocket when I do clean the jacket. Put it in the wash machine and wash it one time. I can often get a second use out of it. That's my 320. Now before I do my 400, take my skew, my parting tool, pardon me, come up, put 2 burn marks in it, crank up the speed, my homemade wire burner. Oh, look at that smoke. Oh, look at that smoke. Yep. Speed back down again. Do believe I got to go find the dog that just ran away with my pad and my 400 paper. Back in a moment. Okay, the pad's no longer useful. We got to go to a different paper. So, my little skipper key. She'll come in and scoop anything up that smells like I've been holding on it, and run out and chew on it for a little bit. It's 400. My speed's at about 750. I burned my marks in it. I want to get these 2 grooves clean. Go back over top. You're watching this. And that piece of basswood that someone from England sent me 6 months ago is now a Freedom pen. Hey, isn't this where you came in earlier? That's right, when I was putting the finish on the Freedom pen. I told you that if you want to get involved in Freedom pens, all you have to do is write me at this address. Right there, yeah. And I will be able to put you in touch with Sarge, and he'll put you in touch with making pens. And if you belong to a wood turning club and you want to make Freedom pens, don't. See the address? Never know when it pops up, but that's also the one you want to send it to. Send me a note and I'll put Sarge in touch with you again. And you can turn Freedom pens. If you want to contact Sarge directly, not talk to me about it, it's okay. I don't feel bad. All you got to do is, boom. Yeah. Boom, right there. That address. That's Sarge Joe Kelly. He's old. Be good to him, okay? And he'll put you in touch with all your information you need to turn Freedom pens. 144,000. Veterans Day is November the 11th. We're looking to have 150,000 pens heading to the troops before Christmas. And Veterans Day is our deadline for getting those pens in. So if you want to turn pens you get in touch with Sarge or me, boom, at this address right here, and we'll make it happen. Freedom Pens! You know that deal. It's 'cause you're supposed to. Oh, still got a great deal going on. Still have a great sale on cutters. Just like that R2 cutter, got a great deal on them. The lowest prices on the internet. Probably the lowest prices anywhere. You want them? This website. You never know what these hands can do. Look, boom, website. Boom, address. Boom, website. Address. Okay? It's Freedom. No, it's not. It's EddieCastleman.com. I'm so ate up today on Freedom Pens. I'll turn a half a dozen before dinner. I don't think that remark about skipping dinner wouldn't hurt. I don't think that's fair, okay? I just don't think it is. And you, the guy in Idaho that keeps sending me weight loss secrets, keep them to yourself. All right. Buff this out a little bit. Where's my paper? But be careful. If I drop something, that little mutt's going to run off with it again. But you gotta love it. She's soft and cuddly. My next dog will be a hairless one. I know it will be. Because management's told me so. Right, then we buff on one more coat. Got to make them extra durable. These guys carry them to the sand. See you later. Freedom Pens. Freedom Pens. Come on. I'm not skipping dinner.